Alright, what's up? This is Adam 2 for 1. Today I'm going to talk about Sweden, Germany, all the European countries, and the reason for the real reason for the immigration. Now, if you don't know anything about these countries, is that they're not having enough children. Sweden is a small country. It's pro-abortion and pro-feminist. So they're already anti-family, pro-abortion. So that means there's not a lot of people over there. It's not enough. And the elites, they're trying to increase the population. The only way you're going to do that is you're going to have to bring in immigrants. People are not having enough children. Women are being feminized. Men are being feminized. Women are trying to be men. They're saying they're equal. It's the dumbest thing ever. Men and women are not equal. They're not the same. If you take the best baseball player and put him on and have him go against the best woman baseball player, man baseball player, I guarantee he will win. He'll win probably by a whole lot. So it's not a big deal. Men have more physical strength. We already know that. Now, that's not a big deal. Women have their strength is in they're compassionate and they can handle emotions better. So that's their strength. Is that they're caregivers. That's their strength. That's what they strength. And then the strength of men is that they're physically strong, so they can protect their women or themselves or others. That's what we should be heightening. All right. Now, what's going on is now let's figure out why would it increase the population. You say, why would it increase the population? If you increase the population, it would create more chaos. No. They have no problem with chaos. They make a lot of money off of chaos. They make a lot of money off of wars. You can sell guns, you can sell missiles, you can sell nuclear weapons, you can sell armor, you can sell trucks and tanks and all kinds of stuff. You can make a lot of money off of war. And because you're bombing things, you're dividing the land so you can come in and buy everything. So they have no problem with wars. They have no problem with populations. Now, at first, they was trying to decrease the population by bringing in homosexuality, normalizing it, normalizing single households, normalizing basically women saying, "I don't need no man," normalizing all this stuff, normalizing the feminization of men and the masculinity of women, saying that women and men are the same, all this dumb stuff. Totally not true. You take two animals. Matter of fact, if you take two animals that are the same, I guarantee they're not the same. They only look the same. One lion can be stronger than another lion. So the elites always they always get us fighting over things that you can never change. You can't change global warming, because only way you can change global warming is you got to get rid of the sun. Ain't gonna happen. So if you can't get rid of the sun, you can't change the globe from warming. That's all that means. Global warming just means the globe is warming. That's it. And you can't stop that. Okay. And then equality ain't never gonna happen. Nobody's the same. No animal's the same. No planet is the same. No planet is the same. Nothing is the same. We're all unique. There's no way we're gonna have equality. It's impossible. You can have one person go to Harvard, end up a janitor. Another person go to Harvard, he might become a lawyer. He has the same opportunity, but he'll get a different outcome. So we being the same ain't gonna never happen. We're all unique. There's millions of billions of trillions of possibilities. We're never gonna be the same. So that's why they have fighting over equality, because they're gonna make a whole bunch of money off it. They're gonna make a whole bunch of money off this stuff that's never gonna change. They fight global warming because it's never gonna stop. The world is never gonna stop warming. Never gonna happen unless the sun is gone. They got us fighting over race. Race is an illusion. Make a whole bunch of money off of race. If you know how to get rid of racism, get rid of race. If you get rid of race, there will be no racism. Sexism. Women and men being equal ain't gonna happen. We are never going to be equal. We're never going to be the same. But that's good. We don't need to be the same. We just have to heighten our differences. Alright. So they always got us fighting over things that are never going to change. And they make a lot of money off this stuff. Okay. Now, they're trying to bring in a debt state, a welfare state. They're trying to bring in people that are going to vote for them every single year. So they can all be voted in. And they know that immigrants have no problem having a debt state, welfare state. Well, actually, they don't really know it's a debt state. They just know it's a welfare state. They come to these countries because they want free stuff. And it's mostly men. And over here, for a long time, only people that can go on welfare is women. But not in those countries, men can go on welfare. So they're basically creating kind of like a slavery type thing, where you get a job, but it's like a low-paying job. So it's basically, we're going to have you for life. You're going to make enough. So you're only going to make enough to where you have to need this job from the government. It's basically slavery. Now, they're trying to... No, okay. Now they say, well, why would they want a debt state? Okay. If I had a car and I sold it for $10,000, if you know anything about, I think it's leasing. You can lease a car. Basically, like you pay off the car. You keep paying until you pay off the car. Now, you know anything about leasing? There's this thing called interest rates. Every month you pay for the car, they add like an interest rate percentage to it. I don't know if it's like 2%. I think it's like 2% of the value of the car. Now, and because of inflation, the interest might go up. Maybe the value of the car might go up. And anything can happen. So, you say, well, if I bought that car for $10,000, you say, well, if I bought it for $10,000, I said I gave him $10,000, am I going to make more money? I said I was selling the car. Am I going to make more money if I sold the car for $10,000, or would I make more money off of leasing? Well, if you know one thing about how the debt thing works, is you actually make more money off of leasing. Because, I mean, every once in a while, outright, you're going to have people pay cash for a car. And that's great too. You get the money straight up. But they really want you to finance. They really want you to lease. They don't really actually want you to pay cash, because they make more money if you're paying a monthly fee, because you're paying like $200, $300, whatever it is, and then you're also paying an interest rate on top of that. So you're getting extra money. So in a debt state, you're always continuously trying to pay off your debt. And see, the way credit works is that every time you use your credit card, you know, you owe more money now. And then it will tack on interest rates to that. So you make more money with debt than with just paying something outright. Because you have to pay this bill every single month. There was a joke on Martin. It was an old show back in the day. And it was like Stan was asking Martin. Martin was like, yeah, you owe me $5. And Stan said, well, if I always owe you, then you'll never be broke. He was like, hey, when you gonna give me my $5? Well, no, I'll pay you back. And he said, no, I need it though. And he was like, no, if I always owe you, we'll never be broke. Now what he's saying is, as long as I owe you, as long as I say gradually keep paying you until I pay off you the money, you'll never be broke, because I'm spending so much time. I'm not giving you the $5. I'm giving you like a percentage of the $5 each week. So you're gonna always have money, because I'm never gonna pay. I'm not gonna pay you the money outright. I'm gonna do it in increments. So that's how debt works. They make way more money off of debt. That's why they want to bring in a debt state. So you got people on welfare you got people on welfare. You say, well, how in the world are they going to make money? Well, only way it's going to work is that some are gonna have to be on this welfare, and then the other half is gonna be paying taxes. So to fund this debt, this welfare system, somebody's gonna have to be paying taxes. So you got a percentage of the population paying taxes, and another percentage of the population taking the welfare. Now, not all taxes are going to this welfare. Only a percentage of it is. So as long as somebody's paying taxes, the government will always have money. And then with that little bit of money of that is going to, the welfare. So people coming in trying to get welfare, and then the only reason why the government has enough money to get to people on welfare is that you're paying taxes. So as long as you're paying taxes, as long as somebody's paying taxes, it's going to have enough money for the government to run and to also pay for these migrants. And it costs a lot to pay for these migrants. And also, you're going to give these migrants jobs. And they're usually crappy jobs. They're usually temporary jobs. They're usually jobs where, it's not going to be enough to live in. It's going to be only enough where you're going to have to stay on the program. So what's going on in most of these countries is that men are getting weaker, and they're blaming too much on the government. If you're going to be waiting for the government to help you out, you're going to be waiting forever. We already know they don't care about you, and they stuck it to you by giving you a feminist government. Now, the feminist government, that thing is so fake. People think this thing is real. They do this all the time. They make you think that these people are running, but they really don't. You really think these women run this thing? You're stupid, man. Firstly, why these women don't care about other women? Because if they did, they would be stopping the rapes. Ain't happening. So they don't care. And they're like not even in the community anyway, so they don't care anyway. So they don't care about other women. We already know that. And it was recently, they was in it might have been Lebanon. I don't know if I said it already, but they was in Lebanon or Libya. I don't know where it was, but they were told they have to wear the scarf. Now, I think it was Maria Lapel. She was told to wear it. She didn't wear it. She walked off. She was a strong woman. She was told she was supposed to wear it. She was like, nope, and she got out of there. I ain't wearing that. Now, this government is fake. They're fake feminists. I don't know what they are. They went in there, and guess what? I don't know if it was I think it was 7 of them, 6. I don't know how many were. Did you know that every single one of them wore the scarf? They were told they have to wear their scarf because it's, Sharia law or whatever. Did you know that every single one of them wore that scarf? Oh my gosh. Everybody was like, wow, man, you caved that fast? Dang. What's wrong with these people? Well, after I saw it, that's why I knew. It was like, man, these ain't no feminists, man. These people are just joking around. But, yeah, they wasn't no real feminists. They're going to be fighting for oppression, and you're going to do something that's totally against your ideology. Anyway, so now men are going to these countries because they're going to increase the population. At least, like I said, that state. They have no problem increasing population because these people are going to be voting for the next leaders. They don't have no problem Islamic State because you make a lot of money off of chaos. Now, the men, they need to man up. They need to become stronger and stop this we don't need to have children stuff. Yes, you do. Because if you stop having children, these Arabs are going to come in. These Africans are going to come in. And they're going to be having plenty of children. They believe in polygamy. They believe in having more than one wife. And they have no problem with having children. Because they know if they have a lot of children, they will overpopulate the other population. They will take over and they can bring in their laws. They can vote everybody out. More people means more voting power. And they understand politics. Islam is all about some politics. People think it's just a religion. No, no, no. Islam is politics, man. They control all aspects of life, man. here's the ignorance. People have no idea about Islam. They don't know. With Islam, you have your own laws. You have your own ways you run your family. Your own ways you run your taxes. Own ways of how you run your slaves. Own ways how you're told how to bathe. You're told how to treat your women, how to treat your slaves, how to treat your orphans. It's everyday life. It's like, it's everything. It's like Kung Fu or something, but it's like, people don't know. It's not just a religion. Nah, man, this stuff is totally political. So they know if they bring in a whole bunch of Muslims and overpopulate and have a bunch of kids that will overpopulate and take you out. And it's going pretty rapidly in a lot of these countries. I think it's like France or something. I forgot. I think it was Germany. I think the percentage is like 5%. Now, a lot of dumb people in those countries, I would say, I don't know about dumb or ignorant, I don't know. They're just stupid people, weak people. Now, they're making an argument, they're saying, well, it actually isn't that many Muslims in this country, so we ain't got to worry about nothing. You think they care about that? Do you know how many people does it take to kill 100 people or rape 50 people? It don't take that many people. So they're focusing on the percentage of the Muslims, but you don't really need that much to start chaos. You don't really need that much to decrease the population. You can marry, and most of these women are, like I said, women are not tribal, and most of these women don't know the real objective of these Muslims, so they will go along with some of this stuff. Like I said, women are looking for the strong man. And if these Arabs are coming in, they're pretty strong. They have no problem being the alpha male. So women are looking for alpha males. And if you're not the alpha male, then they'll go look for another one. And there's a lot going on about, white people are saying they're about to get wiped out. You know what's going to make sure that doesn't happen? Is you start having more kids. And what I've noticed about all these movements, these white people, all these people, they're not tackling the real issue of we don't have enough children. We have like 1 or 2 kids. Some people have no kids. I ain't got no kids, but they're not tackling the real issue. These Muslims have no problem having a lot of kids, and you have a problem with it. So you got MGTOW, feminists, all this stuff going on. You're not having enough children. So if you don't want them to take over, you have to start having children. And conservatives understand that. Understand that, yeah, we need to start having children. We need to get rid of abortion. Now this is why the conservatives brought Trump in. I just realized that. The reason why they brought him in is because they're trying to get rid of abortion. Now, they haven't openly said this yet, but the reason why the conservatives know we have to get rid of abortion, because if we normalize abortions, our populations are going to decrease. And if any other group comes in and they don't have abortions, if any other group comes in, they're going to overpopulate us. So that's why they had to get rid of abortion, because we need to start having more children. And the Muslims have no problem having a lot of children. So I think that was the real reason why they made sure Trump won, because they were really trying to get rid of abortion. Now, they didn't really get rid of it completely. They just got rid of the one that really needs to be getting rid of. So, and the conservatives are pro-gun, they're pro-family, they're pro-protection, pro-police, pro-military. They're pro-borders. So they care about family, they care about protecting their family. They're not weak, they're strong. They're not like these other people walking around, a bunch of weaklings. Man, men used to die to protect a woman. Now, we ain't doing none of that. Men used to jump in front of a bullet to protect a woman. That now. They ain't doing none of that. So what do you think's gonna happen when they come over here? It's gonna be over. One half of the population gonna be fine. Other half, I don't know. I mean, y'all gonna be alright though. So what I'm saying is basically like, this value the men, understand the strengths of the men. Men have to be protectors, they have to be strong, they have to take care of the weak. And also value the women's strength, their ability to handle emotions, because when there's a war going on, there's going to be a lot of men that's going to be stressed out and going to need a woman to, you're going to need a woman to talk about their feelings and stuff. So women are good with emotions and they're compassionate and stuff like that. So we need our men to protect the women. We need the women to strengthen their compassion and their ability to handle emotions better. So we need to strengthen those things, and it will be all right. And having kids is great, because it's going. The way we used to do it is, if you had a farm, having good kids, having a lot of kids was good, because having a farm is, is hard work. Taking care of animals is hard work. But if you have a big family, it's not that hard to, take care of the farm. So the more kids you got, the less work you got to do. Because all your kids, you're going to teach your kids to, eventually work on the farm, to take care of the animals. So, and then it also teaches how to be more compassionate to animals too. And let your kids, let your dogs play with dolls, because letting your daughters play with dolls is teaching the daughter how to take care of a baby. If you know anything about daughters, you take away their doll, they get all emotional, because they treat the doll like it's a baby. So that's good. Girls should play with dolls, and the men should play with, like war toys and stuff like that, because they're supposed to be the protectors. So we should focus on the strengths of the men and focus on the strengths of women, and we'll be all right. And have more kids. And I want to have more kids, but I'm waiting first. Gotta make sure you're set first. Work on yourself first, and then when it's time to get your wife or get some kids, you'll be straight. You ain't gotta worry about it. So work on your strengths as a man, work on your strengths as a woman, and value your life with others, value your community, stuff like that, and you'll be alright. So if they do ever come in here, we're gonna be set.